Hello, everybody. I'm Adam Coble. These are my cute friends. This is Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. It's a very 14th episode today.
It is indeed.
It's a little 14th out. And
quite the 14th
have you noticed,
here with the 14th.
Have you noticed how 14th it is today? This joke's never gonna get old. I'm just gonna.
I mean, it's old already.
We're
just
keep
gonna
doing it.
Look, you guys can all stare at the camera and be like blank. For me and Adam, we got this.
We like this joke, so y'all can just take a back seat. That's how.
Can I just when did you put that in the chat? The rolling on the table thing about the parrot.
Oh yeah, no.
When did that happen?
So just parrot poops on a random character's head.
What Blue Jay is referring to is I was testing out some of the random tables, and I just needed to see what happened on the Port Nyanzaru encounter table, and a parrot poops on a random character's head.
Yeah,
let's find out who it is, just real quick.
It wouldn't be Little Fox, or if it was, it would be because she was hanging out with the parrot.
It is Little Fox. Sorry, you got this done.
It's because she's hanging out with the
yeah,
parrot.
but she doesn't really care about that. I feel like that would.
Her hair is probably full of bird poop all the time.
Good stuff. Make friends with people who have bird poop in their hair. They're good people.
They are.
Bird pooped on my head once. I didn't like it.
It's lucky.
No, I mean, not at the time.
It didn't feel lucky at the time.
Time for a bird to poop on someone's head.
Speaking as someone who spent several years in a household with a very small bird, I got pooped on more than once. It's not a big deal. It's fine.
I mean, they just don't have sphincters, so they can't control it.
Welcome to Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation Ornithology Edition,
where we explain birds.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot of parrots in this setting, so it's fine.
It's important information. You need to absorb it immediately.
Yeah, we're
gonna have a test,
like the poop into your clothes.
We really care about this stuff. This is important. So hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hi.
For those of you just joining us, this is where we play some Dungeons and Dragons. Play a little of this Tomb of Annihilation. We've been playing this now for 14 episodes, and I'm having a great time. Let's go around. We'll go around the horn real quick and introduce our characters, just so everybody knows where we're at. And also, how close are we to leveling? How close to 5 is everybody?
Yeah, that's a good question. But I think
to
far.
5,
like 2400 XP.
Yeah.
Pretty far still. Okay.
Yeah, we're
right.
a ways
That's
away.
all right. Old Nanny Poo Poo's got a good quest for you. She'll
good.
hook you up.
I mean, we totally won't die either.
No, she's a completely trustworthy old lady. But let's get to that in a second. Arcturus Vuvaxath. See, I can pronounce your last name.
You did it! Oh, I'm so proud.
I totally didn't have to look at the overlay.
The first time ever, get the air horns out.
We've all known that the whole time Adam knows what it is and knows how to pronounce it and is just trolling. Okay, Adam, you can drop the pretense. We all know.
He's not going to, though.
But Andrew, if I drop the pretense, there'll be nothing left of me. So, Blue Jay,
yes.
Tell us about your character.
My character is a level 4 Triton Tempest cleric named Arcturus Vuvaxath. He is lawful good, which means that a lot of times he makes decisions that are stupid.
Lots of fun at parties.
Super fun at parties. Mm-hmm. He's adverse to boats and travel above water. Mm-hmm. And likes the company of those who are not Tritons. Yeah. It's a thing about...
You got that xenophilia. Can we talk about Istishia for a second? So
yeah, let's talk about Istishia.
So when you first made your character, why did you choose Istishia as your god? How did you come to that religious decision?
So, when I was choosing my religion from the many religions in the Forgotten Realms, I Googled, I consulted Google, and I was looking for gods that had stuff to do with water that might be present on the primordial plane of water, because that's where Tritons come from, and it seemed logical to assume that a cleric who was a Triton would worship a god who was present on the primordial plane of water, and Istishia was the one that came up that wasn't inherently like super duper evil.
Yeah, the gods of the sea in the Forgotten Realms tend to be kind of jerk gods, right?
Yeah,
there's Umberly and Tempest.
Yeah, Umberly. Oh,
she's mean.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, she's not a nice lady. She self-identifies as the sea bitch.
The sea bitch. Yeah.
I mean, that's how I think most people come to religion, is Googling what religion should I be. But so there's not a lot of information about Istitia out there. Istitia is like, not like, say, like Cyric. Istitia doesn't have a trilogy of books dedicated to them.
There's not a lot of info. It took me like 6 to 8 sessions to realize that Istitia is like true neutral, because there wasn't a lot of indicators what the gods' alignment was. Like
So recently, between last episode and now, I did some digging, because I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons a long ass time, and I have many Dungeons & Dragons books available to me, and I was like, there's got to be more information about this watery puddle master. So
13 sessions.
Check this shit out. Check this out. All right, I got to go to the shelf.
Oh my God, he's going to the shelf.
Oh shit!
Way back in 1996,
that was ages ago.
There was a book released called Faiths and Avatars. Check this cover out. It's got a sweet. She's fucking lasering this dude in the face. So there's a book called Faiths and Avatars. This is an old Forgotten Realms book. This is pre-Wizards of the Coast TSR. Came out in 1996. I loved this book as a kid. And in it, there's information about all the different deities and stuff of the Forgotten Realms. Such exciting individuals as Lyra, goddess of illusions, or Istitia, the Water Lord, god king of water elementals. So there's like 4.5 solid pages in here about like the cool shit that Istitia is about. And I think the thing that was most exciting to me about this discovery was that in it, the book makes the same dumb joke about calling clerics of Istitia Fishtitians that I did.
Yeah,
it's very vindicating to know that jokes have not changed since 1996.
Yeah, it's very vindicating to know that your jokes are from 1996.
Check this out. Look at this. This is what a cleric of Istitia looks like. That blue guy on the end there.
On the end, yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at these gods. Look at all these cool people. You could be any one of these exciting characters.
My favorite from your posts about these was the death guy.
Oh yeah, sad priest of Merkel. Listen, his guy is dead. Look how sad he is.
Look at him.
Oh my god, my god died. So anyway,
that's just a god.
Old ass Forgotten Realms books. They're so good, and I've been going back and reading about Lathander, and like just really thinking about how great it was to be super hype about D&D when you were 13. And so that's my story. But now we know some more things about the mighty fish lord of the deeps.
You do. I haven't read it yet.
You literally said one thing, which was the thing we already knew, Adam.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna read out the whole 4 pages to you.
Please do.
That's only for the high level patrons, where I just sit here and I D&D SMR.
All right,
oh, God,
people,
yeah.
get on that Adam Coble Patreon.
For our $15 subscribers, we'll have me reading a long list of facts.
Kasuf, spoken like a whispering flame, is the patron of all fire elementals, as well as any who view So anyway,
that was a preview.
Digging into the cool old D&D shit. There's some amazing lore in here, and the amount of detail about the Forgotten Realms is ridiculous. So now we know a thing or two about Fishtitiia. But sorry, thank you for letting me digress about Faiths and Avatars. Dave, tell us about your character.
I don't know.
He's a guy.
Oh.
I don't know. He's a dude.
He's as a fellow human. He is a human. His name is Malik, and he is a dragon ancestry sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, level 4 at the moment. By trade, he is an archaeologist.
Mm-hmm.
And he is from the Razhadi Badin tribe.
Nice.
So, Forgotten Realms, that's where he's from. And as such, I decided a cool dragon ancestry would probably be bronze dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sandy.
I always like desert dragons. I always thought they were so cool. Like blue and bronze dragons. I mean that whole area of the realms, like the Anarok and like Netheril and stuff. Wow. There's a really cool old box set about the fall of the Magic Empire of Netheril that's very like kind of Chrono Triggery, which I thought was super cool.
Gosh darn.
To answer a question from chat, who my gods worship Atar, which is our name for Lathander, and Sarah as well.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to worship, I don't know, Malar? Like this cool guy. All right. Can I interest you in being a furry?
We can't see anything about it. The book is just a shiny mess.
I know. It's fine.
I like the big shoulders guy.
Yeah, big shoulders guy's good. Grumbar.
He seems nice.
Andrew, tell us real quick about Little Fox. What's Little Fox about?
Okay, I gotta be real quick though.
No, I mean you can take your time.
Okay, good.
Do whatever you want.
So Little Fox is an enormous furbolg lady. She's 8 foot tall and 340 pounds and carries pretty much everyone's stuff for them. She's basically a porter, and then she gets real mad and hits things with a giant hammer, or cuddles her tiny friend, Ishi Snaggletooth.
Ishi Snaggletooth. Ishi Snaggletooth, what's your deal?
Well, many have asked me my deal in the past, and some would say I am the most famous kobold duelist in the whole of the realms.
Some would say that.
Some would say.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a level 4 kobold battlemaster fighter. But you know, you gotta flower it up a little bit sometimes, story-wise, right? And also, I got some mail from Adam addressed to Ishi. It said Ishi Snaggletooth on the fucking tag.
You got some mail from me too.
They're like, can I see your ID?
No, they did not. Really?
And I'm like,
you just whip out a printed out character sheet.
I'm not. That's not my name.
Yeah, so listen, the lovely folks at Wizards of the Coast, our delightful hosts here, made sure that when Xanathar's Guide came out, that we all got a copy of it. And I'm the main contact, so they sent them all to me, and then I redistributed them. And I thought it would be funny to it's fine, it's okay. You got your copy. That's all that matters.
I'm dreading to see what mine is.
Yes, yeah, yours is on the way, Dave. Yours is on the way. So before today's session, I did that thing that sometimes dungeon masters do, where I prepped a bunch of stuff that maybe I will never use, but just in case, I'm ready. The last time that we saw our band of intrepid jungle adventurers, you were on the Umbala Plateau in the city, also named Umbala, long fallen to ruin, save for the single hut belonging to one Nanny Poopu, who brought you in and fed you some parrot stew. And now you're outside having a conversation or planning to have a conversation about what exactly is to be done. So it's the four of you, your new friend, Artist Simber, and his buddy, Dragonbait. And you're all headed headed west towards Orlunga, and have stopped in Umbala because you thought that it was like a city or a town you could stop and trade things in, but it's no longer that. Somehow this old woman has survived, and she said that there's some bad stuff around that killed off the people of Umbala. And then, yeah, you ate, and Arcturus politely excused the party from dinner to get some air, and you're now standing outside of the hut.
I think I specifically excused myself and Dragonbait because Dragonbait was letting off a smell that was an interesting smell, and anyone can leave, but that was my intent, was to get to talk. Mm-hmm. With Dragonbait and probably Artist, because Dragonbait doesn't really talk. Yeah.
He could yell stinks at you all day, but all he can do is communicate like emotional. The two of you would have your Darmok and Jalad going on, but you wouldn't be able to communicate much more than, how do you feel about this, Dragonbait?
So yeah, I guess I make the whole I'm gonna get some air, and then I make eyes at Artist maybe, and I'm like,
right, PCI language.
Being really undiscreet with my
Okay, what's your, if you had a passive performance?
0.
Okay, so it's not great.
11 charisma is.
So you got a 1 charisma bonus? Okay. I'm gonna make an insight check for Artis to see if you can figure out what the hell you're trying to tell him. And what you want to communicate is we should go outside and talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not inside the.
He's pretty insightful. Okay, all right.
Damn.
So yeah, he gives you a look like, okay, and the group of you slip outside. Now, Little Fox, you're outside as well, right?
Yeah, I've been outside this whole time
Okay.
because I don't trust creepy old ladies who smell of necromancy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wise.
Sure, maybe. So you, I think that Dragonbait, Artis, and Arcturus all come outside, and you see them, Little Fox. You see them emerge. So Ishi and Malik, are you going to stay inside with Nanny Poo Poo?
I mean, I have soup or something, right?
Yeah, you got food.
Stew of some kind. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good right here.
Malik?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to just eat. I don't think we're in a particular rush for anything, and she hasn't done anything to us yet. She gave us all the information that she had on the quest. I just direction that they're bad, they can fly.
Yes, there are some kind of flying predators that picked off the people of Umbala, and they live on the southern side of the far edge of the plateau.
Yeah, so she is happily talking to herself more than us.
Yeah, she's just kind of mumbling to herself. You can tell that she's used to it, right? Because however long she's been out here alone, she's gotten used to just being surrounded by ruins and bones, but doesn't seem to bother her.
Yeah, so I'm happy to just eat all the stuff and then politely either wait until my companions come and get me or wait till we're finished and then we can go and do the thing.
Okay, cool. So awkward lunch with Granny continues, but outside, so Arcturus, you're the one that kind of like led this, let's go outside and have a talk. So
Yeah, because there was a smell that Dragonbait was wafting that was like concern or like anxiety, or what was the smell?
right. Let me find
was last
Let me
time.
find the smell guide to the Forgotten Realms and see if I can figure out what his stink is here. It was ham. Ham was the smell of the moment,
Ham.
which indicates nervousness or worry.
Yeah.
Because
And
you speak the stink language of the Saurians now.
I've decrypted the stink language.
Okay.
So I guess like we get outside and Arcturus isn't like super aware of what the hearing distance is for like an old woman, so he's probably like, this is probably Dragonbait. You seem concerned, and I didn't want to go into it in front of that old woman. Is Simber, I'm not as good at communicating. Why? I would love to hear about your concerns. Is it?
So while you're talking,
Awkward.
Artis says to Dragonbait, like he kind of cuts you off and says to Dragonbait, like, what's got you so spooked, buddy? And Dragonbait just kind of like narrows his eyes and looks at the building, and the smell goes from ham to violets, which is like a danger or like fear smell.
Uh-huh.
And he turns, Artis turns to look at you and says, I don't know, something's got him riled up about that old woman, about the hut. I mean, it seemed a little creepy to me. This whole place seems a little creepy to me, but...
I mean, yes, the piles of skulls. I am also, but do you think that we shouldn't go and kill these creatures that destroy this village? I mean, I know we only have the word of the nanny poo poo, but it seems like it's good either way.
I mean, isn't wandering around the jungle killing monsters kind of like your thing that you do? I mean, and gestures at Little Fox, like meaning you adventurers, like isn't that your jam?
Well, I'm here for the death curse. I just try and do what good I can. But the smells are a different way of communicating. I just didn't want to leave a party member's concerns unresolved.
And he looks over Dragonbait and he says, "Oh, don't worry about him. I mean, he can't help it." And Dragonbait just kind of looks at him like, and he says, I mean, we stopped here to trade, right? It doesn't look like there's much trading to go on, unless we want some more of that weird bird soup. And he like looks around at the ruins of the
Smash cut to birds.
Yeah. He looks around at the ruined town, and he says, well, I mean, one way or another, I think he looks down and there's just like a skull lying in the dirt, and he kind of kicks it. And he's like, one way or another, something terrible happened here, and I mean, I kind of like leaving terrible things behind me if I can.
Right. Well, regardless of the hospitality, I don't think that going into her home is required. Dragon bait, if it's concerning to you, I would like to at least investigate these creatures. Don't want to leave them to potentially do this to someone else. And then we can move on and leave this mystery behind us. Yes. Little Fox. And I like look over to where Little Fox.
Just standing with her arms crossed, watching this whole conversation happen.
Have you seen anything about while you were outside, these creatures that she was talking about? No.
Yeah, she shakes her head.
We should probably just get it done with, shouldn't we?
Yeah, and she just like shrugs, and then points at the hut and says, "Old woman smells of death magic," and like shakes her head, like she's just like is all like closed off and like disapproving.
That's a bit judgmental. Sometimes I use necromancy. Doesn't mean I'm evil.
Besides, I've known plenty of old ladies that smell like death.
Yeah, Little
That's
Fox
the
is
voice
not gonna
from
play this game with artists. She's just like turned away. Does not do the banter thing.
Yeah, and he puts his hands up and looks at Arcturus like, what did I say?
Little Fox doesn't speak much. We should get Ishi and Malik and be on our Ishi. Are you done eating? And like Arcturus goes like a little closer back to the hut and like pokes his head in.
She like hears you calling for her and puts the rest of whatever's left down and goes like,
Yeah, I'm coming. Hang on, just 1 second.
and like hops back to standing and scurries out the door.
What is it?
The creatures we've been tasked to get rid of, right?
We're doing that like right away, right now?
They're rather close. If what the nanny poo-poo had to say was correct, we should probably not just sleep underneath their watch. We should do it now, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, it sounds like we'll be off and completing the task for you. We'll return to you whenever that's done.
Okay. So you start to go, and Nanny Poo-Poo grabs your wrist with surprisingly strong fingers, Malik, and with her other hand she presses something into your hand and then folds your fingers over it, and she looks at you, but not into your eyes because she can't see, she's blind.
Yeah.
But she gets her face kind of close to you, and she says, "Grandfather Bones, watch over you." And then kind of like tousles your hair and says, "Careful out there, boy."
Thank you. I will be. And then, I'll look after I leave.
Okay. All right. So she's put in your hand like an old tarnished coin. Like it's silver, but it's like it's all tarnished and brown. But on it is there's one side that's been rubbed like flat, like you can't see what it used to have. On the other side, there's like an inverse kind of rounded triangle shape with a skull on it. Something about the symbol seems familiar, but you don't know exactly what.
Can I check my knowledge of history, or is this something that I'm just not sure of?
You can make a history check, yeah. Also, did I show you all the handout for her? Because I found it last time. Here, let me.
No, I don't think we've
I
seen it.
don't believe so. No.
There you go. You should be able to see it now.
Ugh.
Yeah,
There's a
let's-
handsome old granny.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
she
wholesome.
definitely looks
I
like
look
a nice
at
woman.
necklaces.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, she's like placed that in your hand.
Whoa.
Do I have any?
So historical. Yeah. So it's a symbol that has long fallen into disuse in the Forgotten Realms. It is the marking of the church of a long dead god named Merkul, known also as Lord of Bones, Old Lord Skull, Lord of the Dead, the
I made
Reaper.
the right choice.
Yeah. So it's a holy symbol, sacred to a now long dead god.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
And Merkle was a god of death, yes?
Yes, Merkul was the god of death.
Was he like an evil god of death or
Yeah.
a nice death?
Yeah,
Aw.
Kelemvor, the current. I mean, he was like evil in the sense that like they feared him. People were afraid of Merkul. Merkul
Yeah,
was like
very
the Grim
death-like.
Reaper come to take you away. Whereas like Kelemvor is more like an Anubis figure, like the judge of the dead, and death is much more seen as like a natural, like you die and then he judges you, but you're not scared of Kelemvor necessarily.
Mhm.
Yeah, Merkul was part of a trio of douchebag mortals that became gods. There was him, Merkul, god of death, Baal, god of murder, and Bane, who's the like tyrant god, who has since like come back and died again, and he had a kid, and there's a whole bunch of shit. But this was a long time ago, several hundred
And I
years.
mean, let's not even get into ball.
Let's not even get into that guy.
There's a lot of ball
Yeah.
related stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I head out to join the others and say, so you all decided whether or not we're going to do this?
I thought we were. That's what Arcturus said.
I didn't think that it was a conflicted decision. There are creatures that killed a city of hundreds, and we should at least examine to see if that tale is true or not. I was it. Are you conflicted?
No, I wasn't. You were outside talking among yourselves. I wondered if there was something specific up, something that you didn't trust about the situation.
Well, Little Fox and Dragonbait both have their separate concerns, but I don't think they're regarding the task that Nanny Poo Poo has set before us.
The thought does occur to me, and I don't know if this has occurred to anybody else, but there's like a whole town that used to be here that isn't here now because of the things that we're going to go fight. I don't know that I'm a whole town worth of people yet, like fighting.
They were civilians. They might not have been prepared.
Artist nods and says, yeah, Peck. I mean, besides, we got one thing this village never had. Whatever you are.
You're right. I am pretty great. It's true.
Puts his hands
Never
out.
mind.
Obviously.
I withdraw all my former statements. Let's go kill the big scary thing.
So,
I mean, yes, let's at least look at it before we jump straight to murder, but sure.
so you head off in that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're making your way. You leave the walls, the crumbling walls of the city of Umbala, and we find you out on the kind of rocky surface of the plateau. So the top of the plateau is more or less flat. There are some low areas that rain has collected in. The weather is hazy, but like bright-ish. I'm gonna roll to see if it's like bright enough to mess with you. Let's say 1 or 2 on this d6, and it counts as like daylight. Nope. Okay, so it's hazy enough that it's not bothering your eyes, Ishi. So yeah, lots of gray, sort of sheets of rain in the distance. The terrain is mostly flat with some low-lying areas that have collected water, puddles of water from the rain, and there are like sort of boulders kind of strewn about, but no real plant life on top of the area. And as you pick your way through some of the kind of like rough terrain, I think, let me roll to see if, let's see. Okay, yeah, so you see them coming. So you hear over the sound of the wind and the rain, you hear a familiar high-pitched shriek coming from the direction that you were headed. And you can see fast approaching a group of dark bird-like shapes in the sky. And as they get closer, you recognize the ominous silhouette of the terror folk. What is everybody going to do? You've got about a round before they land or they head into your direction. I put together a little map.
I draw my crossbow, and as soon as they come within range of crossbow, I crossbow them.
Like actual range or like, because they're already in long range.
They're in long range, but like actual range, like non-disadvantaged range.
Okay, all right. So you're waiting to see the greens of their wings, so to speak.
Exactly. I need to see more than a shadow in the sky.
Artis looks up at them, and he looks over at you, Malik, and he says, "Hell, here's your problem. You got birdmen." And as he's saying that, he's like getting his longbow out and drawing an arrow.
Yep. Like roughly how far away are they?
If they're traveling like pretty fast, and we'll say, like, what did I say? You have a round before they arrive, so they're flying. They're about 100 feet away.
Okay, cool. Because that's within magic range for some of my spells. Let me just check. 100 feet, so slightly too far away for chromatic orb, but I might as well start with some firebolt, if that's okay.
Okay, let's roll initiative, and I'll just ignore. Oops, I just made that guy into a panther. Let me clear this.
I just made that guy into a
I
panther.
just turned that dude into a panther. The power of the dungeon master.
The power.
I could turn people into panthers if I want to. All right, so obviously Niles and Zendala aren't here, nor are the thugs.
Niles and Zendala.
What about Azaka? Is Azaka here?
So many. I didn't clear the order. Let me clear it, and then I'll add everybody manually. Okay. This is the thing. The party's so big now with artists in it.
With all these GMPCs in it.
Listen, man, it's fine. They both die of a sudden and terrible heart attack because
No.
I can't be bothered to keep them in the game.
I
That's
take
like,
the
oh,
ring
they've
of
got-
winter back.
4 attacks. Oh no, they're dead. They just explode.
They just die. They just effing die. Okay. So, Malik, you got a 22. Ishi, what did you get?
19.
19. Okay, Little Fox.
I got a 5.
Nice, a solid 5. Arcturus, 15.
15.
All right, let me roll for Artis and Dragon Bait here. So Artis got a 19, and Dragon Bait.
The question is, does the artist have higher than my Dex 5 modifier?
Dragon
No.
Bait got a 20. Also, Dragon Bait. So you see Dragon Bait. Well, actually, we'll get to it when we get to it. So let me add my miscreant flying panther monsters.
They're not
They're
panthers.
not actually panthers. It's true.
They are panthers if the GM demands it.
That's right. Okay.
They land and they turn into panthers.
Yeah, they're weird, like werepanther terrafolk. I don't know.
Oh God.
I'm into it.
Also, I have the character sheet named after the one terrafolk that ran away from the last fight. So my character sheet says Shruk the Wise.
Oh.
Okay, so Malik, you're first. You are 100 feet away from these shapes as they approach. What are you gonna do?
Which direction are they?
They are coming from this direction.
I did not see a ping.
It wasn't a ping. I did a drag. Can you not see me?
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
There you go.
Okay, so from
All
down
right.
to the right.
Cool.
So they're flying in a group. You can't really tell how many there are. There's kind of like a Flight of the Valkyries like moment as they like come up over the edge of the thing and are flying towards you. So yeah, you're 100 feet away, give or take, from the closest one. What do you want to do?
I walk over here.
Okay.
And I say,
So these boulders are like about 15 feet. This big one's 15 feet tall. The other smaller ones are like 10 feet.
yeah. And I say, well, I did promise.
I see what's happening here.
So you feel like the warmth welling up through my hands into your lungs, and there's like wisp of smoke curling at the edge of your mouth.
It reminds you of that time that you and Little Fox went dumpster diving behind the like Mazdakan restaurant in Port Nyanzaru, and you ate a bunch of like weird peppers and then drank some ale that you had stolen. You suddenly feel very, very gassy and spicy.
I love being gassy and spicy.
What damage type have you decided to empower Ishi with?
I think she can have some fire.
Yes,
Okay.
fire.
All right, so that is what 10 rounds.
Yep,
Okay.
But it's concentration.
Yes.
it is.
I can do that with a bonus action, right, Dave?
No, you do that as an action.
An action.
I cast it as a bonus action.
Okay, cool.
So I then take a shot at them over the rock because I still have cantrip as an action.
Okay.
Randomly firing into the crowd. Terribly missing.
So here's what happens. You conjure the firebolt and you hurl it up towards them, but like you hit a bird that's flying in the way instead. So there's like this random bird just goes and lights on fire and tumbles down to the ground. But you do
Nanny
not.
Poo Poo rushes out, grabs it, and goes to put it in a stew.
Yeah. I think Artist looks at you like, nice shot, buddy.
Well done.
All right.
He's keeping the firing range clear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and hide behind that.
Okay, cool. So Dragonbait draws his two-handed sword. So he reaches up on his back, and he's got a shield. And he flips them around, so he has his shield on his back, and he draws his two-handed sword, and it just slides out, and it starts to glow with a faint white light. Yeah, he's casting this like white glow around him, and then he gets down into a stance with the sword held up, ready to take a swing when these things approach.
Rad.
Artis is, let's see, 100 feet. He's within range of his longbow, and so he reaches up and very quickly snaps off 3 shots at the Terrafolk as they approach.
Wow.
Actually, I got to keep track of his ammo because he shoots fast.
3.
Yeah, he takes 3 shots at them.
Damn, Artist.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, just like 1, 2, 3, one after another, and let's see how it goes. So first shot is a hit. The second arrow is also a hit, and the third arrow is a miss. So the first 2 arrows hit the sort of lead. The lead Terrafolk for 8 and 6. Cool. All right. Ishi, what are you doing?
The Terrafolk still haven't moved, right? So they're still like 100
Yeah, they're
feet
still
away.
100 feet away. Yeah.
I think I'm just going to move. Wait, if they're 100 feet away and I move 30 feet this way, then maybe I can get in range. No, I can't. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to prepare an action for, like as soon as they come within range, shoot my crossbow. And wait for fire breath action as soon as I can as well. I'm very hyped about fire breathing something.
Okay, so you moved, and then you said you want to hold your action until they're in range.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that'll be this. They're next basically. So
Okay.
you'll get to take a shot.
Do you want me to just roll it then? And
Let me reveal them, and then
Yeah.
Okay, so there they are. Here
Oh my
comes
God.
damn!
here comes the Terrafolk Armada.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
So they're like just flying towards you. There's a cluster of 8, 9 of them, and they're all about like 50 feet up And then this is the end of their turn, so they've all kind of like come flying towards you, shrieking. The one in the lead has 2 arrows sticking out of him, and he does not seem happy about that. So Ishi, you are currently
I'm
at
gonna put a crossbow bolt into the first one.
the injured one already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pew.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
Skaplam.
Nice. All right. So a third projectile strikes the Terrafolk, and it shrieks in anger, but is not dead yet. These things are big and tough.
Yeah.
We got this.
Okay, Arcturus, it's your turn.
Yeah. I feel like Arcturus was like getting ready to cast like Shield of Faith on Malik because Malik is like the least armored of all of us. And then these Terrafolk appear and Arcturus changes his mind. What is the range on this spell? 60 feet. Where am I? That's more than 60 feet away. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to wait to mortify them. If that's
Yeah, that was my thought. So either I can like you can hold an action for a spell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So either I hold an action for a spell or I do it on a different.
But if you get hit while you're holding the action, then you might lose the spell. Yeah.
Okay. And I still would use the spell slot, basically.
If you lose it, yeah.
Okay, so it's probably better to just wait for that then because they're too far away. So yeah, if I look around, Malik is the person who looks the least armored, right?
Dragonbait is wearing a breastplate and has a shield. And he has his shield on his back, so he's got an AC 15. And Artis is wearing let me see. Artis is wearing studded leather, so he's got an AC of 14.
And Malik, what are you wearing?
Nothing. But I have an AC of 15.
Yeah, so technically Artis is the lowest AC.
Technically Artis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who cares about that guy? It's not important.
I mean, I as a character care about that guy. I
That's
care about everyone.
You can't
That is
currently
fair.
see Artis because there's this huge ass boulder in the way, though.
That's true. I can't see Artis. So I'll
Or
cast...
Ishi, especially Ishi.
Ishi's in the way. No, yeah, so I guess I'll look around and Malik looks the most wimpy and in need of the blessings of his Tishia. So I'll cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. On Malik?
On Malik,
Okay.
yes.
There you go, Malik. Your AC is temporarily +2.
Okay. That's an ability check, so that doesn't fucking matter. Okay. And then as my action, I will do that crossbow business. At how far is crossbow?
Is it a light or a heavy crossbow?
It's a light crossbow.
Okay. Right now you can see any of these 3, so 45 feet is the closest one.
And that's totally within range. So I will crossbow at this fellow.
Okay, sure.
Wow.
Nice. Good shot.
Dang, I am so prepared.
Okay, so you do.
So that's 10 damage.
Okay, great.
Sweet.
Perfect shot, like just right in the neck. The thing shrieks and it's like flops a little in the air, spills some of its green blood on the earth.
And for future reference, putting away my crossbow and pulling out my warhammer, is that an action or
dropping the crossbow is not an action, but it might damage it. Pulling out a different weapon is a free action as part of like your move action.
Okay.
If you want to gently put your crossbow away, yes, that's an action.
Okay.
So if you're just like crossbow, bleh, throw it away and then pull out your weapon, that's fine. It's just dropping. But I'm gonna make a check to see if you broke your crossbow because they're fairly delicate in combat situations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Stepped on by a Terrafolk.
Do you want to move or are you good where you're at?
I'm good where I am, but I need to go handle a tiny dog up here.
Okay. Little Fox, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay. So when you step within the light of Dragonbait's whatever the hell's going on here. You feel you're attuned with like magic, right? You have the ability to like detect magic by smell.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a sort of sterile like emptiness around him in that regard. Suddenly the sort of just ambient, natural, magical energy. When you step in, you can feel it's like dampened. Yeah, it's like suddenly your detect magic smell sense is clogged. Like you're kind of like stuffed up.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna hold an action to hit a terrafolk with my maul if it gets within my burly reach.
Nice. Okay, great. Malik, what would you like to do?
Okay, we got the dudes.
Oh, sorry, and I will rage
now.
Oh, you're gonna rage? Okay.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, I should.
Everybody got countdowns now. All right.
Yep. Sorry, can I just clarify which of these dudes has already taken the bunch of shots? Is it this dude or this dude?
This dude here, the closest one.
Okay. Well, I pop out of my cover just a little bit.
Okay.
Get behind everybody, and I'm gonna twin spell chromatic orb.
Okay.
So let me just double check really quickly. How many is it? Equal to spells level, first level, so 1 point spent. And then let's cast chromatic orb.
Okay. 2 orbs. Fling them at your approaching enemies.
That's the first one for 17 fire damage.
Oof. Okay. All right. So the first one strikes the heavily injured terrafolk who, in keeping with the metaphor, one of its wings bursts into flame and it spirals down and it crashes into this little gulch here where the cliff is, with like kind of a wet and burning like crash, and it's very dead.
Nice. Yeah. And the second one does a 14 hit.
Yes. Which one are you targeting with the second
one? I think the closest one.
This guy? Okay. Yep. And yes, so 14 hits. Yep.
Another 12 points of fire damage.
Cool. So two of these like flaming spheres fly out from your hands. One of them kills the nearest terrafolk, and then the other one badly injures but doesn't kill it. You hear Artis shout from the other side of the boulder, "Hey, that one was mine!"
I shake my head and I go back into cover.
Okay. All right. Dragonbait is holding an action. Artis is going to snap off 3 more shots.
Twang, twang, pachow.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Artis, he will fire at the closest one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 2 hits. These things are not very well armored. For a total of 8 damage. Okay. Ishi, it is your turn.
I guess I've still got a crossbow, so I'll just crossbow things because
okay.
I'm not in range to breathe fire all over these nerds yet.
Mm-hmm. This one's looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm going with it. So, pachow. Aw.
No, you miss. Close though. So it like banks slightly as these things, and they're flying towards you. They're not just like flying around. This is like their approach. So as it's coming towards you, it banks slightly, and the crossbow coral flies past it.
I whiffed.
Now many of them are within range. So they begin. The ones that are above, they tuck their wings in, and they all start flying down towards you, claws outstretched. So this one flies in this way, and. The 2 of you can make your attacks as it approaches, because you both have held actions. Okay. Yep. You hit.
22 will hit. Yeah. So I deal 14 damage to it.
Nice. Cool. So it doesn't even get its attack in. It flies in, and you just like smash it in midair.
Jumps up to meet it midair.
Yeah.
Just cranks it in the head.
Nice. Okay, cool. So Dragonbait just looks over at you and kind of like nods, like good work. The rest of them, let's see, come flying in. Top speed, all dive bombing to make their attack a run. Now they don't get to attack this turn, but they all, let's see, 100 feet. So this one will go after Artis. There you go. So they all close in and they fly in and start like clawing and scratching and pecking at you with their beaks.
Are they landed? Like
no, they never land. They're always like a bit above the ground, like flapping their wings and like clawing and screeching.
Okay, could you hit it with a melee attack in this turn?
Yeah, they're in melee range.
That's kind of what I wanted to know.
Dragonbait takes a swing at the one closest to him with his sword, and he hits for 11 damage. Arcturus, it is your turn. There is a terrafolk all up in your grill.
Yeah. Well, the one all up in my grill can wait because there's 2 within mortar shell range. I think that the most that I can hit is 2 without hitting my friends. Yeah.
Let me grab your template.
Those would be...
Yeah, without hitting my friends, I think the most that I can hit that I can see is the 2 behind Malik and Ishi. Or the 2 in front of Ishi and Little Fox, but I'd go with the 2 behind Malik and Ishi.
Hang on, before you take your turn, I gotta check something really quick. Just about
shielded fish. Oh my god, I just saw it.
You only just got that now? Oh yeah. Let me check. I gotta check their abilities. Some of them might have gotten like a dive attack on that. Let me just see. If a terrafolk is flying and dives towards a target, then hits with a melee weapon attack. No, they don't get. Yeah, it's not like a dash. They just if they get their attack, so they can fly 50 feet. They had to. All of them had to make. Yeah, all of them had to make two moves. So it's not like a dash attack. Okay, so this is your explosion template.
Yeah.
You can hit 2 or 2.
I think that with my sightlines, the 2 behind.
Oh yeah, you can't see past that rock. So
yeah, so the 2 behind Malik and Ishi.
I don't know if you have line of sight to that point.
I mean, I have line of sight to the one. And I saw the other one flying in.
Yeah, you have to have line of sight to the target point. So, yeah, I think.
Well, Arcturus could also move over.
Yeah, you can move
and get the.
Yeah,
like so.
You don't have to be able to see the target. I'm just saying, like, look. If you look right now, there's a rock in the way. You can't see the place where you're trying to hit. So if you move over 5 feet, then you can see that, drop it, and then move back if you want to.
Sure, I'll move over 5 feet.
Yeah, because then you can see the point of origin of the spell.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll move over 5 feet. I will cast Shatter at level 2 using my what is it? Wrath of the Storm? No, not Wrath of the Storm. It's my Destructive Wrath. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a Constitution save, and it does a total of 24.
Nice. Okay, 24 or 12.
Thunder damage. Yeah, thunder damage.
All right, so con save for the first one. Con save for the second one. All right, so the farther one, the one that Ishi is fighting, takes 24. And then the one in front of Malik takes 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, so boom. So same thing. Y'all, I feel like at this point, like everyone who gets in a fight with Arcturus there is just waiting for the explosion, waiting for the flying debris and the dirt and the ringing in your ears. So this massive high decibel explosion sound, crack of thunder, and the terrafolk shriek in pain, but are not. Neither of them are killed, but they're both pretty heartily wounded.
And I probably because we haven't fought with artists and Dragonbait before, but I had grown so used to not warning my party anymore because they knew how I fought. And so I do the thing, I squint my ears a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I, turn to the Terra guy at my back, and I'm like, not you.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Lil Fox.
I'm gonna smash this one that's between me and Arcturus.
Okay. Yeah, you hit just barely.
13 is a hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I deal 11 damage.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
And I'm not gonna move or anything. I think I just need to hang.
You're surrounded by terrafolk. Yeah, so this is an okay place for you to be. Okay. Malik.
Okay. Yeah, so the dude next to me, is he looking like bloodied at all, or is he still pretty good even despite being shattered?
The shatter hurt him and did what 12 damage. He saved. So
Okay.
I can dragon breath both those same 2 targets next turn, like on my next one, if that matters to you in this decision, Dave. Like
I don't actually know you can dragon breath them both from
yes,
where you're
I
standing.
Can. If I dragon breath in a cone into this one, then I can.
Oh, this way. Yeah, like
exactly.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
This way. And
I've been looking at this arrangement.
Right, you're doing that. You're doing that
find
puzzle. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, Malik. So it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Yeah, we'll see if you still need to attack that one, or whether you can start on the others. I will cast a nice little magic missile at 2nd level at the one directly next to me.
Okay.
For a total of 15 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, that's just enough to kill it. Good work.
Perfect. So yeah, as always, but many more than normal. Well, an extra dart. I imagine this cast is like the crystal orbs from Dark Souls 3, where you just go and they all appear over your head.
Oh yeah, totally, and they fly off. Yeah, I like it. Cool. Yeah, so it shrieks as it gets pummeled by magic, and then tumbles to the ground, dead. Cool. Okay. So Dragon Bait gets 2 attacks. It's going to attack the one that you were fighting before. He's going to take a step forward, and then attack the one on his left. Okay. And he hacks it down, and then he'll attack with his second attack the other one, which is also a hit for 11. Okay, and then Artis is going to switch weapons. He's going to put his longbow away, and he draws his dagger, and he gets to make 3 dagger attacks. So 1, 2. Let's do damage for these first.
His dagger is named Bookmark.
It sure is. So I don't think this is enough to kill it. 8
I'm
damage.
gonna marry him.
6 damage, and then 1 more attack. And that finishes the thing. It's not possible for him to roll any less than a kill. All right. So yeah, he just draws this long dagger, and as it's like grabbing at him, he's like ducking back and forth, taking swings, and after three slashes, eventually the terrafolk loses enough blood that it tumbles to the ground, kind of wobbles over, and then crashes into the dirt. Ishi, it is your turn.
Okay, because this is the only way I can do this.
Yes.
I'm going to step here, take the AOP from the one
Okay.
terrafolk.
Mm-hmm. It will try to bite you. It misses. Yep. Dodge out of the way.
And then I am going to breathe the righteous fire across the terrafolk.
Okay.
Which I believe is 3d6.
It is 3d6. I can roll it for you if you want.
Yeah, please. That'd be great.
Okay. Yep. You hit both of them. They get to make a save, right?
They do.
Yeah.
If I cast it on someone else, does it still use mine, or does it use your spell?
I think it would still use yours if it's your spell, right?
Let me
You're
just
the
check
one
real
concentrating.
It does not say.
It does not say. I think
Your
it makes
spell
sense that it
uses
uses
your-
mine, because otherwise,
I
if you
can't
put it on-
cast spells.
Right. It refers to the
Yeah.
spellcaster.
I think that it's your magic, Malik. So
Okay.
So dex save.
I did a pretty decent damage roll, so
Okay. So the front one and the back one. And what's your save DC? 13?
15.
Okay, so they both take full damage. So the one in front of you, dies horribly. The one behind him takes 14 damage. All right. So fire
And-
bursts from your mouth.
And then
Mhm.
because I'm a fighter and it's lovely.
Do it again.
Can I get it to hit 2 targets again somewhere? Yes. If I move here, yeah, that'll work. So I move 10 feet to get there, and then
Yeah.
20
so you
feet
have enough
there,
movement.
then diagonal it into both of them.
So
The one
where?
that
Show me where does it start?
So if it's oh wait, yeah. Hang on. I need to be 1 back. That's all. Like that.
Okay, that water is difficult terrain though,
And then
so
I
just make sure you have the movement for it. I think you do.
Okay. I think I do, because I went there and then there, which is 10.
Okay.
Then there and then there and then there, which is 30. So
Okay,
yeah,
perfect. Yeah.
we're good. And then fire.
Okay. Yeah. Now where are you putting the fire? Where is its origin square and what direction is it traveling?
This is the origin square right
Yeah.
here, and that way and that way.
Oh, hold on. So no, but we were talking about that. So the cone is 3, 2, 1. So it's like 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Or
it's
yeah,
still
but
good,
that
though.
wouldn't hit the one below you.
Why not?
Because if
I'm
its
casting a
origin is
die-
here, no, it doesn't take up that whole space. It's like 3 squares in one direction, and then 2, and then we were talking about this before when we did the thing.
Okay, but if it's 3 squares there, right? Then 2, then 1.
3 here, 2, and then 1. Oh, this way. Okay.
Exact-
Yeah,
yeah,
I see. Yeah, I thought you were saying this way. Yeah,
no,
okay.
we just mistake of
Yeah. Two people were drawing lines, and I didn't know which one was you.
yeah.
All right,
Um,
a little less damage this time, but
Okay, so
So
8
8
damage. Let's roll saves for these guys.
That's an action surge to do that.
Yes. Okay, so Dex, that's 1. So that's the one on the left. So he gets it. And then a Dex save for the one on the right. And that one
Does not.
super fails. Okay, so it's 8 damage for the one fighting Artis. And
And
then
4 for the one
4
fighting.
for that one.
Or the
Okay,
one that was fighting me anyway.
cool. All right. So the Terrafolk are going to fight back.
Terrorize.
So Little Fox, the one near you, makes 3 attacks.
Yep.
So bite for 10.
A critical bite, so for 5.
Okay. Yep. And then 2 claw attacks. One of which hits. Yep.
Yeah, the second one will miss.
Okay. So the first claw gets a 23 for 7 damage, rounded down to 3. And then Ishi, 3 attacks on you. Armor class is 15.
17. But it had to move, right? Doesn't.
Which one? What has to move?
Nope.
not Pathfinder. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. My brain and rules.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So
with you.
yeah, 17 to hit me.
Okay. You should change your AC on your character sheet because
Really?
I'm seeing 15 on here.
Why?
Why?
I don't understand how.
Go here. I'll do it. There you go.
No, I just mean I didn't understand why that would be the case.
I don't know. Maybe you had a
How much-
penalty for a while. Anyway, first the bite attack misses.
Yeah.
And then 2 attacks. Okay, so just 1 claw hits you for 3.
Okay. On the first miss, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna riposte.
Okay, sure.
So riposte is a superiority die, and I get a roll an attack against something that misses me.
Okay.
Basically.
Sure.
So I make a melee attack. Sorry, I'm like reading all these things. Rapier, I miss.
Yep.
But there you go. So-
Okay. All right. So you just take the 3 slashing from the last attack.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
And then Artis gets attacked. AC 14. So bite. Claw. And a second claw attack. Okay, so he takes 5. All right. Okay. Arcturus.
Yeah. So I think that I can only see one of them. So I'll just, I'll fire a crossbow because it's still in my hand.
Mhm.
At that fella.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
19 for 9 damage.
All right.
And make sure I get that bolts. And and then I look at Dragonbait and Little Fox, and I'm like, "You've got this." And I'm gonna move to 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm trying to get by Ishi, but there's a lot of rough
It's like
terrain.
shit in the way. Yeah.
Can I get to Ishi with 30 feet of movement?
10 there, 20. No, because you're walking into difficult terrain and that costs 2. So you can get here.
Okay. Then I will. I don't think I want to stand on the corpse, so I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like go to here, and I'll be like over the like dead slumped corpse of this terror folk. I'm like,
There's
and
two
then like
piled up
probably don't
bodies.
actually say anything because it's only like 6 seconds, right?
Yeah, totally. Okay. Lil Fox, you want to try to finish this one off?
Well, yes, I do, Adam.
Well, please. Yeah.
12's not a hit, though, is it?
It is. Yeah, these things are very, very easy to hit.
Okay, I do 15 damage.
Yeah,
to
you
it.
smush them. Smush them good.
Yeah, I think this probably involves it getting pinned against the rock and smashed repeatedly with a hammer.
I think on the backswing, you splatter Dragonbait with a bunch of blood, and he just looks at you like, all right, then.
Just like stunned, silent.
how-
Good talk.
Good do you keep? Like how much maintenance do you do on your maul? Because I imagine at this point it's like developing like a slight shell of broken bone and blood.
It's got stuff like the really gnarly stuff is like embedded in it because it's stone.
Yeah, parts of it are cracked too, probably, and have
Yeah.
like stuff in it. Yeah.
And she's had to like rebind it with rope to like keep it
So
together
good.
and attach to the
It's a big heavy thing on the end of a stick.
Yeah, and it's like always kind of half falling apart because she abuses it so much.
So Malik, you move up next to Arcturus.
Yep, I pop out and I'm going to twin spell some chromatic orbs and see if we can finish this off.
Okay. And for people who are on their way to a thing, you're sure using up all your abilities now.
I thought this was the thing.
Oh, interesting that you thought that.
Yeah, I mean, so did I.
I didn't use up any. I just rage and
That's right. You only need to use up the one currency you have.
I mean, me neither.
Yeah, it's fine. This is quite cheap for me.
Yeah. You miss.
I'm going to spend a point of lucky and
Okay, sure.
give that reroll. Yep, there we go.
Okay. Yep. So lucky shot hits.
12 points of fire damage on the closest one.
Toast.
Yeah, and then the second creature.
You hit.
Another 10 points of fire damage.
Very nice. Cool. All right. Dragonbait is just gonna run over here on his turn, and Artis is going to try to finish this thing off. And there's one for 9, and that does it. So, yeah, so we see him lunge at the terrafolk. It snaps at him with his beak. He jumps back and he takes a slash, hits the thing in the neck. There's a squirt of blood and the thing tumbles over sideways, kicks in the dirt a couple of times, and then lies still. Artis looks over at you, Lil Fox, and he shrugs like, got him.
And she's just like busy pummeling the corpse of this other one to make sure it's dead.
Yeah, totally. And I think we're a little over, so I think we'll take a break there, and when we come back, we can find out where the hell these terrafolk came from. So stick around. We got lots more Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation when we get back.